Friends, Americans, citizens, lend me your conscience. I am Marcus Tullius Cicero, statesman, philosopher, defender of the Roman Republic, and now, improbably, your guide across time. The Senate House is no longer in Rome, but perhaps in Washington. The Republic I once defended has long since fallen, not by the sword alone, but by the decay of something more subtle and sacred: civic virtue. What is this elusive thing, you ask? Let me stir your curiosity. Civic virtue is not just patriotism, nor is it empty allegiance. It is the soul of the Republic, the commitment of each citizen to place the common good above personal gain. In my time, its disappearance was the herald of ruin. And if you think this tale is of the past, wait until you see the mirror I hold up to your modern world. In the days of the early Roman Republic, our society thrived not because of wealth or empire, but because citizens embraced a shared responsibility for the state. From the humblest plebeian to the highest consul, we lived by the belief that libertas, liberty, could not survive without virtues, virtue. But civic virtue is not born in marble forums. It is practiced in the mundane, voting with care, speaking truth to power, holding elected leaders accountable, serving one's community, and placing long-term justice above short-term gain. Can you feel how radical that still sounds? That is because it is, and always was. Now, I ask, does your world reward virtue or vanity? Do your leaders sacrifice for the nation or for their own ambition? You might begin to see the haunting parallels. Keep watching. This is not a tale of despair, but of awakening. Let me take you to the late Roman Republic. Senators like myself warned of decay, while men like Julius Caesar marched across the Rubicon. The system crumbled not only from military overreach or economic strain, but because citizens ceased to believe in it. The people, worn down and cynical, ceded their power. They allowed the Republic to slip into empire, a government by spectacle, not substance. Now, gaze at your own republic. Is democracy not becoming performance? Has the art of persuasion been replaced by the seduction of algorithms and tribal rage? Do Americans still consider themselves stewards of the nation, or merely consumers within it? But beware, do not misunderstand me. This is not prophecy, it is precedent. And precedent, dear viewers, is a far more dangerous teacher than fiction. What happened once can happen again, unless the arc of civic responsibility is renewed. So, what is to be done? Let us not end on despair. Civic virtue is not a relic. It is a renewable force, but only if you practice it. It begins with humility, the recognition that your democracy is fragile, not invincible. It demands courage, to stand against your own side when they are wrong, to seek truth, even when it offends your comforts. Civic virtue means education, engagement, and empathy. Read deeply, vote intentionally, speak boldly, listen respectfully. It means remembering that democracy is not maintained by presidents or judges alone, but by citizens, by you. Will you be Cincinnatus, who gave up power to return to his plow? Or will you be like Catiline, whose ambition nearly tore us apart? The choice lies in your daily actions. Yes, daily. Not every 4 years, not when the headlines rage. Virtue is a lifestyle, not a campaign. Let me close with the question no Roman senator ever dared to ignore. What will history say of us? Will your children say, you rose to the challenge of climate catastrophe, of creeping autocracy, of systemic injustice? Or will they read your silence as complicity? The Renaissance was not born of passivity, but of inquiry, courage, and conviction. It rediscovered lost wisdom and birthed new hope. You stand, once again, on such a threshold. Thank you for watching. Our channel, known as the Renaissance Spirit, is dedicated to the pursuits of a just, equitable, and humanitarian world. Video topics encompass areas including history, politics, religion, personal development, society, culture, social and environmental justice, and other topics of liberal arts and sciences, including ancient Rome and the Roman Empire, which is a great comparison and contrast of the modern world. Topics perfect for the true modern polymath. Living the Renaissance spirit means engaging with history not as a distant past, but as a living dialogue, constantly informing and enriching our present. And the Renaissance spirit is a reminder of our dialogue with the future, our progeny and posterity, our legacy. Will we grant them a future free from fear of climate change and tales of the end of democracy? Will they admonish us for our sins and omissions, or will they remember us fondly as saviors of humanity and the natural world? The Renaissance ushered in a golden age and the pursuit of knowledge. Knowledge both lost to time and yet to be discovered. It gave birth to the Enlightenment and the Age of Reason. Embracing truth, knowledge, and an understanding and compassion for humanity and our shared history opens up the world to each of us, individually, and improves all of humanity, affording us the opportunity to be better stewards of the earth and to each other. The Renaissance spirit, more than just a philosophy or style, but a style for living, learning, growing, and thinking. Please subscribe, turn on notifications, and share, and take our quiz next to see if you're a Renaissance spirit. Live the Renaissance spirit. History has not died, only our understanding of it